Welcome back to Veggie Quest, everyone. This is a game where you build a puzzle and an AI tries to solve it in the lowest moves. So the goal of every level is to make this number go as high as possible, as that's the step counter. So if I just play, it's 8 moves. We obviously can go a lot higher. Now, the special mechanic of this world is this character can save a tile on the ground and then teleport back to it. So it's almost like save stating and loading it. We also have this button and trap that we can place. In fact, we can place an infinite amount of them. So, I mean, I want the final carrot to be blocked, but I guess we can see the interaction here. If I put a button on that, which will disable the trap, it creates a save state there, effectively. And so it saves steps and doesn't have to go all the way back. This is now 18 moves, though. I do have to change the title of this video to be about doing shrooms instead. Now, we could also set up multiple traps and then put a button in the middle of them. Now, if I press done here, the level's actually not solvable, which gives me this error message of the dungeon can't be finished. So this is what this would do is basically just put 2 buttons down here, and then notice how it creates 2 save states there, because it needed to hit both of these buttons, but at a different time. So just to follow that again, it hits this button, but then this button, like all buttons toggle, so this trap gets toggled, meaning that it forces you to go freaking back down here again. Of course, we do leave a save state behind, as the AI always tries to get the best possible thing, but yeah, that's 33, which is a lot better. And we could just duplicate this process, maybe getting a better score each time. 45, this is 1 carrot, which technically is what counts as puzzle solved, but 3 carrots is the best. I don't know, it feels like I could do something better geometrically, but, I mean, we could add another. But we are running out of space to do that. I can barely show, okay, I guess I could shove 1 more button there. But, I don't know, am I missing something more? Because that's only 51, like, it's so bad, like, it almost got worse. Okay, I'm missing something here. Let's make the path between the tunnel, even if this might be down a trap or something. If we make this a longer path between them, maybe that's better. So it's repeatedly going down this path here. That's 60. Let me see if getting rid of a trap is going to help, just because the length is longer. It's not likely, though. No, it isn't. Okay. I mean, so far, it seems like the biggest waste of time. Well, the biggest time saver is, of course, the moment where it teleports from there to there. But how do I even block that teleport? Because it's putting the teleport on a button I've already pressed. And that's not like, it's not like I can put extra ones of these, because it's gonna make the save state on a button already. Is there a way I can alternate purposes? This might be weird. It might not work whatsoever, but I just imagine, like, putting there another button, 2 buttons, and then putting a trap situation there. Does that even make any sense? Oh, wait, no. Something definitely very interesting just happened in the middle of there. It's gonna be annoying to recreate, because I just kind of, like, came up with this. So, it just went back. This is something that didn't happen before. It had to go back. I mean, at this position, it had to go back and put it there. Because, I don't know, the mushroom went away. I don't know, maybe it's this trap that makes it not possible to put something there? Yeah, so, like, after it pushes this button down, it activates this trap, preventing it from going back. Therefore, it had to save the mushroom here in order to teleport past this trap. Which means now that there's no save state here, meaning it has to go back to make a save state. That's incredible. Now, I noticed I didn't need to use one of the buttons there. Nope. Ah, shoot. No. I'm sure this will make like, lower moves, just because it's, like, a longer distance in between. 66! Okay, to be honest, this level is annoying me just because it seems like I could maybe duplicate this somewhere else, but I haven't actually got a way for it to fit, and I'm just gonna go to the next level now. Okay, so now we're in a different position. Now we have this laser that we can also point in any direction. I can only place one of them, though, as you can see by this. So, and, of course, it can be turned off by the button. And, okay, so clearly that was 11 steps, and what it did there was it put a save state there. I should have mentioned this earlier. I mean, maybe it's a little obvious, but both putting down a save state and going back to it costs a move, but in this case, it was good enough. It's still better than the alternative, so that's why that worked. Okay, so how would you make even more cycles happen on this? You would probably maybe want something where the No, that doesn't work at all. Hmm. And how much is it if I just did something very boring? Like, I don't know, here. See, that's one of the situations that the save state is just too good at ignoring, you know? Okay, so how do you... I mean, you can place infinite buttons again. So, how do you waste enough time, or I guess, create more reasons for buttons to need to be used? So, something like putting the button in the middle of that and forcing a save state, or maybe even a teleport back. Like, get rid of that and put... Okay, so now we have two buttons that are sitting around. And... Okay, well, it hits the first one. I guess that means there's some inefficiency there. Okay, that's 22. The main thing there, of course, was that once the button was pressed, it needed to go back and teleport out because the laser was going to activate next turn, and then it had to go hit a button. So, means that if I add more buttons, and more buttons there... No. Something was wrong there. There was a bit too much... something went wrong. Like, it was able to just ignore the first one, and for the very last part, it could just walk out to the side. So, already the laser is not getting its maximum use. I probably need to put that laser on the very edge again, like this. Just like that. And we should have a button that's really early on. Nope, not enough buttons? Here, okay. Now it save states there, it needs to teleport. Okay, 42, a lot better than before, but we still don't even have credit for beating the level. Maybe if the buttons were a little bit farther apart, it'd be a little more annoying, but probably not by that much. It didn't even do anything to the score. What if we set up like this? Okay, because we need 4 buttons and needs to hit them all. 54, wow. Higher than I expected, but not high enough. Oh, I guess we could add in efficiency by going there. Yeah. But still... 59. I don't think I can do that again. Like, no, because then you lose one of the buttons. Yeah, like, this is not gonna work. There's not even a reason to push the left button. It's 48. Which is kind of high, but no, we gotta turn back to 59. What if we take advantage of the curve there? But we want the start to be the one with the nonsense. So I guess there? I don't think this is actually better than anything I've done. Oh, never mind. 62. Cool. Okay. Well, guess it's time for the next level. We have an infinite amount of red and green traps that we can place as well. Now, these are not toggle buttons. These are hold buttons. We also have another character. This is just a normal walking character that doesn't have the ability to save state. And, like, any character can go and get this character. If I block this off, then the save state character would be forced to get it. So, one of them is bottlenecking the other. Likely it's some sort of maze going here, but not exactly sure what the save state has to do with it. And I honestly wish that... I expect that it will actually get blocked or something. We need a... Well, this isn't that efficient. Okay, I mean, the first idea I had was this, because then you see that it goes for the green. I mean, it goes to the red, and then goes to the green. So it forces a very, very slight... Like, it's not even a back and forth, it's just a turnaround, and it only gets 20. I wonder if, like, they need to be bigger or something. Like, what if the distribution is like this, and I don't know. Not the most efficient of things still, but at least we could alternate a little bit more. 24. Okay, that wasn't very good. I don't know, maybe there's some trick with the shaman, or that's the name of the stage state character. Because obviously it can teleport from one button to the next, so maybe there's a technique there. Oops. Here. Yeah, so you see what just happened? It was forced to put a save state on green in such a way where it could go on red, but then it doesn't need a safe space to land afterwards because it could just teleport to green and have red shut off while green turns on. So that's like a trick that might be involved here. Another trick might be that this character has traps in its own region, but because of its teleport ability can get past them. Another thought is because there's infinite buttons, we could make this guy... Okay, I know this is also very bad because it's no better than a back and forth the situation up here. Because when it teleports back to green, it only needs to make one move to get... it needs to only go in one direction to get this. But the idea I had is that what if, like, we have a setup there. So now, after the shaman is done messing around with these buttons, then this character can come in and help and force the shaman to go, like, through the path that it just came in. I wonder if this is cheesable, though. No. Shoot, that's not gonna work, right? Because it's just gonna go into the carrot if I don't do anything. You know, I don't think that idea actually works because I need control of both green and red. So there's probably no other secret second passage trick. Oh, you know what? I should rebuild this again. Remember that flaw last time that I built this thing? Oh, also the freaking flaw that this is not a good space to loop around in. But... Right, the flaw that after it goes through one cycle, it teleports back to the start of the cycle instead of walking back. I could have fixed that by putting it in the opposite order next time, right? So yeah, it's then forced to do a turnaround. That didn't even do much. Just, like, the difference is like 3 moves. This was 15, and the opposite version is 18. I don't know. Interestingly, though, you could, like, set it up so that the midpoint of that, there's, like, a safe space afterwards, and then that happens. So, I mean, that's an interesting way to do it. Wow, 24, which is the same as my previous best too, but like at least it shows the midpoint interaction. Also, why is this a button? I'm an idiot. Okay, here you go. That was a button? Okay. Could do that as well. Just extend the path a little bit. 36. Okay, I think this is the technique. I now just need to know, figure out how to do this best geometrically. You know, it's hard to find space that actually does a better score here. One idea that I had, actually is, what if you were, like, forced to invade the space of the top right? Because the top right must be used by this character, right? So, and this setup only works in the context of this character helping out. So even if I, like, break a wall there, it's like, no one's gonna use it. Like, that's not the thing that's being used. So therefore, if this character finds a way to get within this region, we can use that as wasted steps, you know? Alright, so that requires it to be like this, which is so ridiculous looking. And then we do the same alternation. I'm not even sure we have the space to do that, actually. Not with the awesome midpoint thing that I had going on. Okay, so I don't know, like here, we put the blank space there. Something like that. Okay, now we can see that we waste a lot of time trying to go. Oh shoot! But that wasn't better. But it certainly didn't help that this button is right next to the color that turns it on. So let's switch them around. Okay, 39. Sucks that I couldn't fit a midpoint there. Like, couldn't fit the same setup as there as I could down here. Also, the lengths of these are not as efficient as they could. No, shut up. Like, why can't I... Okay, anyway. But yeah, if the buttons were here, that would be more efficient. But then I have so little space for this stuff. Maybe that's not worth it. Yeah, I can't do a midpoint. I don't think that's good. But shockingly, that the score is still pretty high. Probably because of the extra space that I wasted there. Is there a way I can get more midpoints going? I need to, like, break this entire thing apart. Maybe start from here, I don't know. Oh, that's not good. Maybe this goes here? Or, okay, that's a nice midpoint. But aren't we already running out of room? Wouldn't it be funny if this had to go hit green to get this out of its cage? I don't think that's... Will that work, actually? There's 37, Or maybe the colors are... I'm not gonna think that hard about if the colors there... Switching the colors are good. Oh, wow, 42 is better, huh? I'm not even sure this wall here is doing anything. It adds a little bit. It adds... Okay, actually, it adds quite a bit. Maybe the opening should go here. I don't know, I just want another break between this, but I don't think I could get it, really. Okay, I was really thinking of adding, oh, maybe here, And then the midpoint is like at this spot. Does that work? No, no, no. Damn. Oh, that's right, because we still have a 3 in a row here. Damn. I thought I had something there. Oh well. Let's see how much this is. 44. To increase the laughter, what if it's like this? And now, for this character to go to the left side, it needs to get past both a green and a red. Okay, that didn't add up to much more laughter. Sorry. Although, we could do that. Wait, this is, wow, this is more than, I'd expect, I guess. Okay, 47. I guess that's the intentional way, because that's 3 carrots. Cool. It's still a little bit weird in that you don't get I only have one opportunity to use the midpoint trick here, but I don't have any better ideas. Let's just go to the next level. Oh, great. Water is involved. I can place infinite water, and water is like a belt in Baba. It shifts you in that direction at the end of the turn, and you can't get shifted off the grid. Shifting off the grid will kill the character, so this is impossible to win it. It does seem like they're setting up this sort of situation where you need to get through there, and then buttons. But how does that work? Like, what can the mushroom, like, yeah, what's the mushroom doing? Probably the mushroom, there's some trick where the mushroom that is placed can be, like, moved by the water. And so that's how you could get a save state on, well, I don't even know if you could get the mushroom on one of the traps, but you could probably move it onto a button. Not sure if it's gonna show, I actually have no idea. This is a very weird situation. Like, because I guess what you would want to do is get on there. Then, first of all, you would want to push the cyan button. And then get to this location. And then something about there allows you to have the privilege to put something that will eventually lead to the green button. And then you do that for red, too? I mean, we might as well test that the thing that I said is a thing that can actually happen. I do think that this is a small downside of, like, not being able to actually play as a character. Because if something doesn't work, there's no way to see the interaction not working. Okay. Wait, no, wait, hold on. That's a toggle button, not a hold button. Okay, Okay, so if I just press done here, then I would have seen that it's just possible to hit all the buttons and win. Okay. But I feel like the thing that I said still applies, in the sense that we want the first button we hit to unlock something that we couldn't do before. So we want something special on this water, or a special path. And also we gotta keep in mind the save stating. Alright, I came up with this trash. It gets better moves. But I'm not even gonna really explain. It's 33 moves. Doesn't do anything special with save stating, really. It just, the only thing special does is take a new path each time, but that's it. Like, I don't even know if you can put a save state underwater, because it's not gonna show it. It's very evil. I mean, even with this, there's like the classic problem that, I mean, okay, for the first it's fine, but afterwards, it could create a save state on the traps. So then there's no way to to spam water. Not like it would matter anyway, because it could also put a save state on the top left too. Okay, I've thought of a better approach, perhaps. I don't know. Like, the funny thing is that this, like, just doing a maze already gets to 30. But my idea is basically that at the end of this passage, we're gonna split the buttons, and so there will be a, like, for example, this green button is trapped, and it can't get to any other button. And I hope this idea is enough. Top is also a bit wasteful as well, I think. So this, alright, I see. So, okay, I was wondering if that would happen. The AI puts the mushroom closer to there to avoid having to go down this path like 3 times. See, that's the kind of thing that makes me wonder if this path should be littered with water. Even though it looks awful, because, like, it's actually, like, it's over-efficient, almost. I don't know. And it can okay, but it can reuse thanks to this freaking path. But yeah, it's interesting that it's not creating the mushroom on a water tile at all. Can we make this starting path one way? Like that. Also fix this freaking red. So it's one way now, so it's forcing a save state there because it can't go back up. If it would try to go back up, it would land on this water and leave the board. Because you can't shift more than once on a turn, so it's safe here. Okay, and now... Okay, here it is, here it is! Yes! Okay, 2 carrots. Okay, the first step is actually a little, inefficient because it skips over a tile, because that kind of is like 2 moves at once, so we can kind of fix that. Doing that. But I don't like this. This part of it looks a little inefficient to me. Oh, but that's 59, huh? Oh, I managed to get this run. It finally chose to put the thing on the water, and it doesn't freaking move on the water. So, chess battle advanced. I also found a 60 point. I don't even know it's worth mentioning, though. All I did was rearrange the green and the red a little bit, so it takes a little bit more time to get to green. Whatever. Okay, I redesigned the top to look like this. And honestly, I undid the work on the right because it was too hard, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But this that goes to the top of it actually uses, like, it's actually better. By 1. I don't know if I want to keep making these stupid incremental improvements. Okay, we can fix the bottom region here for a small step here where I make it go forward and then back. So it has to idle on here. It has to idle on this square, and it makes it take 1 move on every button. And then these have to go off the grid. That should be better. And I don't know if I can make that optimization other places. That would be great. But you can see that, like, this goes 3 times, so it's going to be +3, 64. Anyway, I'm probably missing something with water geometricality nonsense that could get it even higher, but I'm just going to go to the next level now. This is for some reason not at the very top left. We have a bunny. We can also place infinite bunnies. And so, if the bunnies overlap in any way, it creates all bunnies in all 4 directions afterwards. So that is the main thing that might cause a lot of nonsense. However, it's probably going to be another bunny cycle level. And I don't know how the save state interacts with the bunnies either. Like, let's say that we make it I don't know. It's actually kind of difficult to make it up a scenario where it will use its save state, because I want to know how the mushroom interacts with it, and I have no idea. Okay, so I made up this quick scenario with walls, and this apparently actually uses the mushroom. So you can see the mushroom is not pushed, but it's teleported to the next turn. So that's an idea of maybe how we could start to approach it, where we put the mushroom right behind the bunny, and then we're able to sneak past it. Though that's something that doesn't really lead to a massive score, so I don't know. Not possible. Still not possible. Still not possible. We can also not go through the bunny at all. I don't know. Usually in these freaking levels, there's like a way to make the bunny really complex and force it to be in a really tight window. I'm not sure how we can do that with only 5x5 and no portals. I don't have a bunny's involvement in here anyway, like here. Huh. No, 22 is not better. What about here? I don't know. This is not making... I'm clearly missing something bigger, obviously, about it. Also, there's, like, something inefficient about the freaking... Just even a basic 5 section. Like, it's basically just able to get to the other side. It's like... I feel like for some reason that it should be on the middle point. But maybe we don't have the turns for that. It just takes no effort to actually get to the point and then need to teleport back. If it was the middle, maybe we would have a need to run back. I also note that you can have more than 1 bunny. Like, 3 bunnies will actually cause a problem. This is a test mode. Actually, I guess 3 bunnies is not a problem, because it doesn't create new bunnies horizontally, but there probably isn't a window. But maybe 2 there's a window, there's not a window. What if I, like, instead of having a wall there, I just don't have a wall? Oh, it is actually forced to do that. Okay. Okay, that, for some reason, the same moves, because whatever. But that's interesting. That actually needed to get to the middle, like I said, but then it used this spot. It had to go back, because from the starting position, it couldn't go to this middle immediately. That's very interesting. So we could probably add another bunny behind these, and it would also work. Just add a little bit more. 36, cool. But how... Is it possible to get much better than that? Like, maybe we could optimize the ending? So something like that? 35? That's something here, maybe. It's still 35, I mean, what do I do here? It really seems to... It was 38. Interesting. Like, I'm not getting the benefits of, like, a long-term delay. Like, the previous bunny spam levels were about the bunnies being on such a cycle, such an exact cycle, that the character had to wait for a long time before it was capable of making it through. And so it would be a very tight cycle again. It's like 5 times 4 times 3 or something like that. That's already enough to get to 60. But the question is whether that's even possible in this environment. So that implies like a 4 cycle and then making a 2 cycle and a 3 cycle. I don't know, because okay, 4 cycle will look like that, and I'd be afraid of the bunnies. Oh, I guess that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because it's already going to result in a bunny going up and to the right anyway with that one, so it doesn't matter. And it seemed like it actually did wait earlier on there, so maybe that was good. But how do we get a 3 cycle if we assume that's the idea? No? That's not possible. But if I change the location of this bunny, can I make it wait longer? Like, in theory, that would be the case, that we couldn't have a much longer wait. No, that looks like it. No, that looked like the longest wait I've ever seen. Although maybe it's the same as the one I did before. Also, the thing is, this 2 cycle isn't adding anything to the equation because 4 is already has 2 in it, I think. That is if this is a proper 4 cycle, which I might be a moron and it isn't. Why is that? There should be here anyway. Okay, whatever. Oh, what the? 42! Nice. I'm not convinced this is actually 3 cycle, though. What if I just completely block that off? Like, it's just a kind of repeat of the start. It's 46, though. It's better, technically. See, the weird thing is I can't seem to get a number higher than 5 if this level even acts like the standard prime number multiplying nonsense. I keep getting 46. Like, I changed this and it's still 46. Right, what about this? Wait. Oh, whoa! Okay, that's better. 52, huh? Alright, so what happens there... It's to once again, like, it does this interesting maneuver, this bad time maneuver, where it needs to go there, but then it can't put anything there, so it needs to go back. Now it's on the cycle where we can put it in the middle, and that adds the time. Yeah, somehow feels bad that we're doing another 5, and, like, we were only able to get 5 plus 2. I mean, like, 5 times 2 at the very end, it seems, when... just doesn't seem to have the space to do another multiplication of the cycles, so we get an even higher number. The fact is, I will never be a geometric mathematician because I do not think I was born with such capabilities in my neural network. And so I will just press done to be done with the level, except that's not what the done button does. And this is the last thing in here, so there we go, that's complete. And the next world we'll be checking out this mechanic, which doesn't look like the thing you could make a video out of, to be honest. Can I really make clickbait based on a new button type? But we'll just check it out as a teaser. Oh, here's lore. We need a few more premium currencies. Any ideas how we call them? So we couldn't have Reggie coins or bought with Veggie gems. Veggie gems were fine from Veggie Nice MMO economy. And all of them you can sell for real money. Veggie jewels and veggie metals somewhere. Fantastic. Alright, and for some reason, that cutscene doesn't play before some freaking gold currency based mechanic. I mean, let's just do this until we can see what this does. Is this like a toggle button I can push multiple times, or what is this? It's not that obvious what it does. In fact, it might hurt me that this is in the game, like, this is in there. Okay. What the? What just happened there? Oh, right, well, it was a save state, duh. Okay, I mean, it just seems like that's what it does. It is a multi-use toggle button. Didn't even do anything. Anything. Anyway, whatever. See you next time. Chess Battle Advanced.